Before it's all said and done, like, she's gonna ruin this marriage and the relationship with the kids if things don't change. Hard to find somebody that'll fight for you even when you're wrong.
He calls you out.
He calls her out right there in front of everybody. He does not care.
Really threatens my relationship with the girls because I look like a villain when there's money missing and I didn't know nothing about it.
Alana just thought there was going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
June Mama June Shannon, 50s. A reality TV matriarch whose life has been a public roller coaster of fame, addiction, and family conflict. She is fiercely protective of what she sees as her family, but often blind to the wounds of her past. Justin Stroud, 40s. June's husband. Ambitious and with a past that raises eyebrows. His motivations are often questioned by the rest of the family. Alana Honey Bubio Thompson, 20, June's youngest daughter. A young woman trying to build her own future while grappling with the very public trauma of her childhood. Lauren Pumpkin Efford, 20s, June's daughter, who raised Alana when June could not. Pragmatic, weary, and the de facto backbone of the family. Caitlin, 11, the granddaughter of June and late daughter of Anna Chickadee Cardwell. A quiet, observant child caught in the middle of an adult war. Scene 1. Int. June's living room day. The living room is opulent but tacky, a monument to reality TV money. Gold accents, oversized furniture, and framed magazine covers of the family. The air is thick with silence. June is on the sofa, scrolling through her phone, a deep frown on her face. Across from her, Justin paces, his energy aggressive and filling the room. Justin, we have to be smart about this, June. We can't just be emotional. This is a legal battle, and legal battles cost money. A lot of money. June, I know it costs money, Justin. But we're her family. The court will see that. She wants to be with me. With us. Justin stops pacing and looks at her, a calculated gleam in his eye. Justin, once doesn't pay for lawyers. Once doesn't convince a judge. A solid financial plan does. A stable environment does. We need to show them we can provide, not just with love, but with resources. He moves closer, sitting on the edge of the coffee table, invading her space. Justin, we need a war chest. I'm talking $1 million. Liquid. Accessible. June finally looks up, her eyes wide with disbelief. June, $1 million? Justin, where in the hell are we supposed to get $1 million? You know what's happened. You know what we've been through. Justin, the trust, June. The money from the old shows. The money that was supposed to be for Anna. For Caitlin. The color drains from June's face. This is a forbidden topic. June, that money is gone, and you know it. And even if it wasn't, that's their money. That's blood money. I ain't touching that. Justin, it's not for us. Don't you see? It's for her. We use it to secure custody, to give her a life. It's an investment in her future. We get the money, we have fun with the girl. We show the court a perfect, funded, stable life. Then we win. The phrase "have fun with the girl" hangs in the air, cold and transactional. June stares at him, truly seeing him for the first time in this conversation. This isn't about Caitlin. This is about a prize. June, get out. Justin, what? June, get out of my sight. I can't take this anymore. If you ever suggest using my dead daughter's child as a reason to steal her money again, so help me God, Justin, I'll divorce you. The threat echoes in the silent, gaudy room. A stark contrast to June's house. This kitchen is lived in. Toys on the floor, dishes in the sink. It smells of cheap laundry detergent and dinner cooking. Alana is at the table, textbooks open, highlighting a passage. Pumpkin is at the stove, stirring a pot of mac and cheese. The normalcy is a shield. Pumpkin, without turning around. So, what's the latest drama? Mom's voice was all tight on the phone. Sounded like she was about to blow a gasket. Alana sighs, putting her highlighter down. It's Caitlin. Again. Justin's talking about money. Shocker. Pumpkin turns, wooden spoon in hand. What money? Please don't say your DWTS money. I swear if she... Alana. No, not my money. Worse. She looks at Pumpkin, her eyes old with a pain she shouldn't have. Anna's money. Caitlin's trust. Pumpkin freezes. The spoon drips cheese onto the floor. She doesn't notice. Pumpkin. He didn't. Alana. He did. Said they need $1 million war chest. Said they needed to have fun with Caitlin to show the court they're stable. Pumpkin. Slams the spoon on the counter. Have fun with her? She's not a damn amusement park ride. She's a little girl who lost her mama. My God, when does it end? When do we stop being dollar signs to them? Alana gets up and goes to her sister, putting a hand on her shoulder. The roles of caregiver and child have long since blurred. Alana. I remember, after the show got canceled, I remember coming home and the house was so quiet. No crew. No mama telling me I was her little moneymaker. It was just quiet. And then she'd leave. 4 days. She told me I was a big girl, that I didn't need her. Her voice breaks. But I did, Pumpkin. I needed her so much. Pumpkin pulls Alana into a hug. I know you did, boo-boo. I know. And I promised myself right then and there that you would never feel like that again. That no child in this family would. Not on my watch. Alana, pulling back, wiping her eyes. It's the same cycle. Just a different man, different excuse. Mama's love, it's always got a price tag. First it was pageants, then it was TV, then it was drugs, now it's custody. We're just the currency they use to buy what they want. Int. June's bedroom night. June is alone, sitting on the edge of her large, empty bed. She holds a framed photo, a much younger, happier June with her 4 daughters around her. Anna Chickadee smiles brightly in the picture. Her phone lights up. It's a text from Justin. Justin, we need to talk about this like adults. This is for the best. For all of us. She throws the phone across the room. It hits the wall with a dull thud. She clutches the photo to her chest, her body shaking with silent sobs. June, whispering to the photo, I'm sorry, Anna. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there for you then. I let that man near you. And I wasn't there at the end, not like I should have been. She looks at Anna's face. And now I'm failing your baby girl. I'm letting another man tell me how to be a mother. A grandmother. She remembers a conversation from years ago, a ghost that haunts her. Flashback int. Old kitchen if. A younger, harder June is at the table, counting cash. A teenage Anna stands in the doorway. Anna. Mama, we need to talk about the show. The money. My money. For me and Caitlin. June. Waves a dismissive hand. It's handled, Anna. It's all in the trust. Don't you worry your head about it. Mama's got it. Anna. Voice firm. Do you? Because my lawyer says you don't. He says I'm owed over $200,000. That Caitlin's owed nearly $100,000. Where is it, Mama? June looks up, her eyes flashing with defensive anger. June. I raised you, didn't I? I fed you. I clothed you. I put a damn roof over your head. That money paid for this life. You think it's free? You think any of this is free? And flashback. Back in the bedroom. Present-day June flinches as if struck. Her own words, echoed now by her husband, condemn her. June. To herself. You think it's free? She looks at her reflection in the dark window. She sees her mother. She sees Sugar Bear. She sees every bad choice staring back at her. The cycle is a vortex, and she's pulling Caitlin into it. June so unteed. No, not this time. Not for her. A sterile, professional office. June sits on one side of a large mahogany desk, alone. Across from her is a sharp, professional woman, MS Davis. On a monitor, via video call, is Michael Cardwell, Anna's ex-husband and Caitlin's legal father. He looks tired, but resolute. Ms. Davis, thank you all for coming. This is a preliminary hearing to discuss the custody petition for the minor child, Caitlin. Michael leans into his camera. Michael, via video. I just want what's best for her. I've been her dad since she was 8 months old. Anna wanted me in her life. I have a stable home. I'm not a millionaire, but she's loved and she's safe. All eyes turn to June. She takes a deep, shaky breath. June, I withdraw my petition for custody. The room is silent. Miss Davis blinks in surprise. Miss Davis. Mrs. Shannon, are you certain? June nods, her voice growing stronger. I am. I love that little girl more than anything in this world. And loving her sometimes means knowing when you're not the best thing for her. My life, it's a circus. It's always been a circus. And I've let too many ringmasters in. She looks directly at the camera, at Michael. You can give her the quiet she needs. The peace. I can't. Not right now. Michael. Via video, softly. Thank you, June. June. Don't thank me. Just love her. And let me see her. As her grandma. Not as a prize to be won the golden hour. Caitlin is on a swing, pumping her legs, smiling. A simple, pure joy. June sits on a bench, watching from a distance. Justin is gone. His bags were packed. The divorce papers filed. Alana and Pumpkin walk up and sit on either side of their mother. For a long moment, none of them speak. They just watch Caitlin, a child being a child, free from the weight of their name. Pumpkin, you did the right thing, Mama. June, tears streaming down her face, but she's smiling. I finally did, didn't I? It cost me everything I thought I wanted. But it was the one price I was finally willing to pay. Alana takes June's hand. No, it's the one thing you ever gave us for free. Caitlin jumps off the swing and runs towards them, her laughter carried on the evening breeze. Caitlin, Grandma, watch me. June opens her arms, and the 3 women, the grandmother, the sister mother, and the sister who survived, enfold the child in a circle of protection, of love. Finally untainted by a price tag, the opulence of the living room now feels hollow. A single moving box sits in the middle of the floor. June is wrapping a gaudy, gold-plated picture frame in newspaper. It's a photo of her and Justin from their wedding day, all forced smiles and glitter. The sound of a key in the lock makes her flinch. The door opens and Pumpkin and Alana step inside, carrying a bag of takeout. They survey the scene. Pumpkin, well, look at that. The Taj Mahal of poor decisions is getting a garage sale. June manages a weak smile. She holds up the framed photo. June, first thing to go. Thought about a bonfire, but figured the smoke would be toxic. Alana sets the food down on the coffee table. We brought you some real food. Figured you were probably living off cheese crackers and regret. They gather around the coffee table, the silence between them now companionable instead of hostile. June picks at her food. June, he called. Justin. Pumpkin and Alana exchange a look. Pumpkin, let me guess, wanted to know if he could have the big TV. June, sighs, said I made a huge mistake, that I threw away our future for a lost cause. Said Michael would never let me see Caitlin now, that I had no leverage. Alana, that's what he thought she was? Leverage? June, to him everything is. Love, family, it's all just a business deal. I recognized it because I used to think the same way. She looks at Alana, her eyes full of a raw, unvarnished remorse. June so unteed. When you were little and the cameras were always on, you weren't just my baby. You were the star. You were our ticket. And I loved you, God. I loved you so much it hurt. But I got the lines blurred. I started thinking the love was the fame and the money was the proof of the love. Alana, voice small. I know, Mama. June, no, baby. You don't. You can't. Because you were the product. I was the manager. And a manager protects their investment. But a mother just protects. She reaches out, tentatively, and touches Alana's hand. I wasn't your manager when you needed a mother most. And I am so sorry. It's the first time the apology has felt utterly pure, stripped of excuses or self-pity. Alana looks at her mother's hand, then turns her own over to hold it. A single tear traces a path down her cheek. Alana, I know you are a modest, well-kept home in a quiet suburb. June's oversized car looks alien parked out front. She sits in the driver's seat, psyching herself up, clutching a brightly wrapped present. She finally gets out and walks to the door. Before she can knock, it opens. Michael stands there, holding Caitlin's hand. An awkward silence hangs between them, filled with years of animosity and a shared, profound loss. Michael. June. Michael. I just wanted to drop this off for her. For Caitlin. It's a new art set. She said she liked drawing. Michael nods, his expression unreadable. He doesn't invite her in. June so unteed. And I wanted to say thank you for letting me come see her last weekend. It meant a lot. Michael. She talked about it all week. How you pushed her on the swings. How you didn't look at your phone once. The observation is simple, but it hits June like a physical blow. The bar for being a good grandmother was so low, and she had still failed to clear it for so long. June, I won't ever be late again. I won't cancel. You have my word. Michael studies her. He sees the absence of Justin, the lack of makeup, the simple, tired honesty in her eyes. Michael, you know, after she passed, I was so angry at you. I thought you were gonna swoop in with your TV money and your new husband and try to buy my daughter. Try to replace Anna with a camera crew. June. I thought about it. He encouraged it. Michael. I know. But you didn't. In the end, you didn't. He pauses, then steps back from the doorway. You wanna come in? Caitlin's just finishing her homework. She'd probably like help with the math. You were always better at that than me. It's an olive branch. Small, fragile, but real. June's eyes well up with tears of gratitude. June. I'd like that very much. A church basement. Folding chairs in a circle. June sits among a diverse group of people. She is not Mama June here. She is just June. Moderator. And sometimes recovery isn't just about a substance. It can be about a pattern. A cycle of behavior that hurts you and the people you love. Who would like to share? June nervously raises her hand. June. My name is June, and I'm a cycle addict. A few understanding nods. My whole life, I've looked for someone to fix me. A man, a TV show, a paycheck. I thought if I just found the right thing, the right person, the hole inside me would get filled. But they were all just different shapes of the same bad thing. She takes a shaky breath. I finally let the last one go. And for the first time, the silence is scary, but it's not loud. Does that make sense? The chaos was so loud. Now, it's just quiet. And I'm sitting in the quiet with myself. And I'm learning that I'm not someone who needs to be fixed. I'm just someone who needs to heal. It's the most profound insight she's ever had. The group offers soft words of encouragement. She has no empire left. No husband. No control over her granddaughter. But for the first time, she has a foundation. A family barbecue. But it's different. It's at a public park. There are no camera crews. Michael is at the grill. Caitlin chases fireflies with friends. Pumpkin is setting out paper plates, laughing with her husband about something. Alana is on a blanket, studying, a contented focus on her face. June arrives, carrying a store-bought potato salad. She's lost a little weight. She looks older but softer. Caitlin sees her and runs over. Grandma. She hugs June tightly. It's a hug free from obligation, full of pure, childish affection. June. Hey, sugar beet. You catch any good ones yet? Caitlin. Not yet. Will you help me? June, you bet I will. She looks over at the grill. Michael gives her a small, genuine smile and a nod. She looks at Pumpkin and Alana, who are both watching her, their expressions a mixture of pride and relief. She is not the center of this universe. She is a part of it, a supporting character in her family's story, instead of its volatile, demanding star. She takes Caitlin's hand, and they walk towards the fading light, chasing fireflies. The price of this family wasn't $1 million. It was her ego. It was her need to be loved on her own toxic terms. And as she lets it go, she finds the love was waiting for her all along, patient and quiet, in the simple and profitable joy of a twilight in the park. Unknown number, Alana. It's Justin. We need to talk. Her blood runs cold. She ignores it. A minute later, it buzzes again. Unknown number, your mom is making a big mistake. She's being manipulated by Michael and Pumpkin. She's gonna end up alone and you know it. She needs me. Alana's hands tremble. This is the poison she thought they'd escaped. She screenshots the messages and sends them to a group chat with Pumpkin and June. Group chat title, The Real Housewives of Redneck Royalty. Alana, he won't stop. What do we do? Pumpkin, oh hell no. I'll handle this. June, no. I will. June sits alone before Anna's headstone. The wind rustles the leaves of a large oak tree overhead. June. Hey, baby girl. Brought you some sunflowers. You always liked those. She places the flowers gently at the base of the stone. June so unteed. I know I wasn't the mama you deserved. Not when you were little, and sure as hell not when you were sick. I was so lost in my own mess. I couldn't see I was drowning you in it. Her voice thickens with emotion. But I'm trying, Anna. I'm trying to be the person you always saw in me, even when I couldn't see it myself. I'm taking care of your baby girl. Not for me, for you. And we're doing something good. In your name. I hope somehow you know that. I hope you can be proud of me. A gentle breeze sweeps through, rustling the sunflowers and sending a cascade of oak leaves dancing around her. It feels like an answer. A forgiveness she never thought she'd earn. She sits there in the peaceful silence, not as a reality star, not as a wife, but simply as a mother, finally making her peace with the past to honor her child's future. June, Alana, and Pumpkin sit on a bright, modern talk show set. The host, Stroud, leans in with a sympathetic but probing expression. Chloe. So, the Anna Chickadee Cardwell Foundation. This is a huge departure from what the public is used to seeing from the Shannon family. Some critics online are calling it a publicity stunt. How do you respond to that? Pumpkin's jaw tightens. Alana looks down at her hands. But June takes a calm breath. June, I'd say they're right to be skeptical. We've given him plenty of reasons over the years. Our whole lives have been a publicity stunt. She looks directly into the camera. But cancer ain't a stunt. Watching my daughter fight for her life wasn't a stunt. And the guilt I live with every single day for not being the mother I should have been, that's real. This foundation is the only thing that's ever felt real in a long, long time. If people don't believe us, that's our own fault. All we can do is prove them wrong with our actions. Chloe. Softly. That's a powerful admission, June. Alana, you're a young woman building your own future. Why is this so important to you? Alana looks up, her voice clear and strong. Because for most of my life, our name meant chaos. It meant a joke. I don't want that to be my sister's whole legacy. Anna was so much more than that. This makes the pain mean something. It turns our mess into a message. The studio audience is silent, captivated. The narrative is shifting in real time, from spectacle to substance. June's new place is small, simple, and clean. There are no gold accents. Framed photos of her family cover the walls. She's watching the talk show interview on her laptop when her phone rings. It's a producer, Rick, from her old network. June. Tentative. Hello? Rick Fio. June. Just saw the clip from the Chloe show.